Hey everyone, welcome back to MNMMPT NAATI YouTube channel. This is Manmohan. Now in today's video, let's understand what tips or strategies you should follow in the summarized written text topic of your PTE exam so that you can make sure that at least in that topic you can attain a perfect score. Honestly, many students take this topic for granted, thinking that it's just a matter of 5 to 75 words. You type them in, job done, just type any sentence, pick the first sentence and all that stuff. Yes, tricks and those tips work in some cases, but then if you are someone who's aiming for a perfect 90 on 90 or is aiming for 79 plus or even just do not want to risk 65 plus, then if possible, why not take a perfect score in summarized written text? Now we all know that in summarized written text, the marks are contributed both in your reading and also in your writing module, and the total marks that you get in reading and writing is approximately 14 to 21 marks out of 90, but then they have reduced a bit because of the recent deduction of questions. So now it's anywhere between 7 to 14 marks out of 90. So basically they get divided not equally but 60-40 ratio. That means 60% marks goes in your writing section and 40% marks goes in your reading, which still means roughly about 9 to 10 marks are going, or 8 to 9 marks are going in your writing, and about 5 to 6 marks are going in your reading, which if anyone is aiming for 79, there's no way we can take this for granted. And even for 65, why take these marks for granted if it's easier to get a perfect score? So first thing first, let's get out of the way. There's still many students out there who do paraphrase the sentences that they get out of the paragraphs that are given to us. Now understand one thing, if you paraphrase, it's nothing wrong in that. You can still get a perfect score. But then you have to make sure that you do not make any grammatical errors, any spelling mistakes, any tense mistakes and all that stuff. So why risk your marks for no reason if you can still get a full score by just keeping the sentences exactly the same, right? I hope you're getting my point. So when you get the main ideas right, there's no shortcut for that. Once you find the main sentences right, afterwards there's no need of paraphrasing. Just grab the sentences, combine them using the connectors, which is my next point, and type down your summary word by word. Now next thing is in terms of connectors. I've seen a lot of students using a lot of fancy connectors, nevertheless, nonetheless, all these kind of words. Now yes, they do look a lot fancy, but then alongside you have to make sure that you do not misspell those words and then lose your marks in the spelling component. Prefer using the easiest connectors possible. Even if you repeat the connectors, they do not deduct any marks for that part. Just use the ones that I suggest always, which is moreover and however. Moreover for connecting similar ideas because it's a similar kind of word, and however it's an opposite word, so to connect opposite kind of ideas. When you put moreover and however, the grammar part is extremely easy for them, that you have to put comma both sides irrespectively of what sort of sentences you're combining. Doesn't matter which sentences you're combining, you have to put comma first, then you put the connector, and then you put another comma. Every single time, no questions asked, you do not lose any marks for grammar in that. Whereas with the other connectors, nonetheless, nevertheless, and, but, all these kind of connectors, you have to understand the grammar rules for them, that should you put a comma before them or not, because in some cases you have to, some cases you do not. So why again take a risk for no reason? Just use the easy connectors. Even if you have to repeat them, go ahead. You do not lose any marks for that in your content part. Another important thing is the word limit. Now, the word limit according to Pearson is 5 to 75 words. Now, I've seen many students, what they do is they will deliberately stretch their summary up to 70, 74, 75 words even. No point. There's a misconception out there that you have to type the maximum number of words in order to get a maximum score. This topic, the only topic in your PT exam that doesn't work like that. As long as your summary is between 5 to 75 words, as long as you have got all the main ideas in there, you will still be getting a perfect 7 on 7. That means if, for example, there's only 2 paragraphs given to you in the exam, out of those 2 paragraphs, you grab 2 main ideas. Now, when you type 2 sentences, there's no way 2 sentences can be 74, 75 words. Let's say you type those 2 sentences together and your summary comes out to be 35 words or 40 words or even 30 words, for example. That doesn't mean that you have done something wrong. You have to deliberately stretch it up to 75 words. Not really. As long as you have included all the main ideas in there, you can still get a perfect 7 on 7. And irony is, if you end up just adding some irrelevant sentences which are not the main ideas, and then you make a summary up to 70-75 words, guess what happens? You lose 1 mark in the content part for adding additional information. This all information is available in the PTE's official score guide. If you go over there, if you read when do they deduct 1 mark in content, is adding irrelevant aspects of the information. Never do that, not required. So content is taken care of with the main ideas, full 2 points in there. Grammar is taken care. If you do not use any difficult kind of connectors, just use the easy ones. Spelling would be taken care, because if you're not paraphrasing, you're just copy and pasting the exact same words in the exam. You should not be making any spelling mistakes because of that. Vocabulary is taken care, because if you're typing the same sentences out of the paragraph, the vocabulary is already going to be a full 2 on 2. So you never lose marks for vocabulary as well. So honestly, the only thing that you actually have to take care in the exam and during practice is your content part, as in finding the main ideas right. But that's about it. The other aspects will be taken care of if you just follow these easy tips that I've just given you. Watch this video again and again, understand what I've just said, take notes and actually follow it. Just taking notes will not help you. Take notes, follow it. With that, I'm done with this video. If you need any sort of extra support from us, you can get in touch with us on Facebook or Instagram by searching for M&MM-PT NAATI. The links are already there in the description. You can message us over there. We do run one-on-one consultations for you guys for 30 minutes or 1 hour. One-on-one, no one else, where you can either ask any sort of doubts you have, get your speaking feedback in front of us, do a mock test, get a feedback for that, understand any topic. If you have given exam, understand why are you not getting your scores, so that we can analyze your score report and tell you as to what exactly needs to be worked on and how to improve. So all these things can be done in those one-on-one consultations, because it's only one-on-one. There's no other person involved in that. Also, if you or anyone out there of your friends is giving NAATI exam soon, NAATI Hindi, Punjabi or Gujarati, we have got the coachings available for them, and also the prediction files, which has got the exam audios in there, the audios that actually came in the real students' exams. So you can grab that of us again on Instagram or Facebook, and we can discuss the prices and everything over there. So with that, I'll take your leave. If you have any sort of questions, do leave them in the comment section down below, and me and Mohit will try our level best to answer all of you as quickly as possible. All the best if you have got your exams coming soon. Stay safe wherever you are, and I'll see you guys in the next one.